By the way, before we get started with, by the way, vete mucho a la madre.
What happened?
I'm very disappointed at the chat tonight.
Whoa.
Chat, I'm disappointed at you all.
Whoa.
Not a single comment saying, "Where's Abe?"
I mean,
chat, come on.
He is the former SanDiego.Futbol award winner, journalist of the year. That's a former journalist of the year.
Yeah.
We do.
You've won that one 4 years running.
I have won that one 4 years running. Absolutely. Let's not forget who the champ is. But yeah, hey, our buddy Abe Cepeda was actually there, really taking it in at Snapdragon Stadium because it's been rough out there. And we're going to bring in our buddy and our pal, Abraham Cepeda, who is, I did not, all right.
Hello. What's up? I'm
it
back.
Was muted. It was muted.
I was muted?
Not muted, but the drums were muted in the background, and it didn't sound as cool as we know it can.
This is what I defend Abe for?
It worked out perfectly. Abe.
Cholo, mira nomás.
Abe,
felicidades, compa.
Congratulations.
No. This is Abraham.
This is Martin.
Martin.
This is
Viva Mexico.
This is so showing allegiances now.
Mexicano.
Abraham, hermano, ya eres mexicano. All right.
I am actually Mexicano. I have a birth certificate.
Martin.
See, Philippe's wife asked, "Where's Abe?" She was concerned.
I had your back, Abe.
Where are you? Like you have?
Yeah, this isn't your usual setup.
A garage.
Cool.
Undescripted garage.
He said, "I don't like that garage. I'm gonna go to this garage."
Yeah. There's like soundproofing stuff here too. I thought it would sound cooler, but it all sounds pretty similar.
To be fair, sorry, I know we're not talking SDFC because it was horrible, but every time Abe comes in studio, something happens or the internet goes out, and Abe always says the same thing, says, "Man, I should have stayed home. I could have been running this."
You know who you're turning into, Abe? You ever watched Magic School Bus?
Of course.
Arnold, the kid that's always, "Man, I knew I should have stayed home today," or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, hey, people.
So to be honest, you do give
fit.
Arnold energy.
I only ever watched Magic School Bus.
Honestly, top 10 most brutal deaths on screen that I've ever witnessed happened on the Magic School Bus, and it was Arnold. Dude's in space.
Yo, don't do it! Don't do
it! He like takes his helmet off. What a crazy individual! It's insane. All right.
That's what SDFC did this weekend.
Yeah, that we'd rather show Magic School Bus highlights. Anyways,
it was a good game. You didn't think it was a good game?
It was a good game.
It was a very entertaining game.
I had a good time. I'll find this stupid link.
Yeah, how did it come across on TV, Chiva?
You've been sick, so
yeah, it looked like SanDiego.FC had every chance to win this game. And what do we say about soccer, gentlemen? If you don't take advantage of the chances you get, you're gonna live to regret it later in that game. And that's exactly what happened to SanDiego.FC. They had over 11 shots on target, 21 shots, and they couldn't score. Not to the very end. So that's what happens. And you have a team that defends well and reads you like a book. And we've had SanDiego.FC have a couple of losses like this before.
Yeah, definitely. But Minnesota looked like they were so prepared and confident in their play style. It was really interesting to see because I don't think you see that a lot in soccer anymore, of just a team that's just going to sit back and defend this entire game and have like so much confidence. And like people look at the score sheet, you look at the stats, you see all this stuff. Oh, XG was this. He had this many shots. How did they not win? Minnesota wanted exactly that to happen, and it worked out perfectly for them. That's the type of team no one wants to play against in a playoff match.
So let's look at who was sent out there for San Diego FC. You have Dos Santos in the back, Bombino, McNair, Mano Dua, and McVeigh in the right back spot. McVeigh has been featured as a right back earlier this season, very early actually, as soon as Willie Comado went out. Like
Because
that's
all the right backs are hurt.
because that's a player graveyard. Anybody who goes into the right back position, discard one card. All monster effects don't work for at least a turn. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
Can we say that at least by this point, Valakari completely took over that starting spot over Godoy, right?
Yeah, and I think that's
Yeah.
fine. Like Godoy is, I think his spot was always
Up for
going. So we're
grabs.
supposed to be the guy you put in there to get a yellow card in the 75th minute because the other team is trying to attack your lead, and then that you're that physical presence. Like
Yeah, Godoy
When-
was never supposed to be a starter.
back in the
at
day
least.
when Jose Mourinho had Chelsea the first run, right? Like I despise because I like actions and goals, Drogba, Lampard, everybody like. But as soon as John Obi Mikel made his way onto the pitch, you knew like, oh, this game's over. They're parking the bus and the game's boring. Like, no, I want more goals. But as soon as that guy went in, like they would shut down. So I think that's what Godoy is going to try to be, is this general physical guy that isn't afraid to go in and set the tone where there's already tired legs and you can, win some challenges and move forward and still have the chance to sneak a goal in there and a shot. But yeah, Balakari for right now is there. Yepe with the captains. De La Torre returns once again. Jimmy Lozano. Hirving and Chucky Lozano on the left wing, Dreyer on the right, and the debuting 6 foot, quién sabe cuánto, Pellegrino. And Abe, Tony, Chiva, how do you rate Pellegrino's performance? Asks Philippe.
What a waste of size, man. Like he did the job when it came to marking and getting some shots on target. He had a sitter and sent it straight to the goalkeeper. You can call that a great goalkeeper save, but I say that's more of a missed opportunity for Pellegrino. It wasn't terrible. It's the classic 9 position that you've been wanting and needing, but I'm not a fan. I think I'd rather see Valakari up there.
Okay. Abe, what do you think?
I very much disagree, honestly. I really liked his game just for his size alone and threat he poses inside of the box during set pieces. It can be trouble, and he was there. Like, obviously, you could say he missed that sitter. I think it was just a great goalkeeper save. And compared to the other options they have at striker, he's been the best since Milan Olaski. Like, he had, I think, against a worse goalkeeper and a defense that doesn't have so many players playing back, Pellegrino makes a lot of those shots. And it's just another wrinkle that's could be interesting to pair up with Chucky Lozano or Anders Dreyer. I thought he looked better than, like, would you rather him or Tomas Angel? Like,
Yeah.
and then
I mean,
Balakari in the midfield is...
I really like the first half or first 35 minutes that Corey Baird gave us before he got injured.
Well, he's coming back, and
Yeah.
Corey Baird did make an appearance later in this game. But I think the one thing that Pellegrino did offer is, like, you can tell that he's been sitting on a bench in San Jose, just kind of like, wanting to get that play time. He gets an opportunity here, he gets an opportunity to start, and he wants to. He has the thing. Everybody knows that San Diego City is a high work rate team, so you're going to need to go ahead and play offense, defense, be the first defender, and do the dirty work. And that's why you get praised by Mikey Varas for being a great defending 9, Tomas Angel. But that's just the style, right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody has to go ahead and do their part. And I think that's the thing where I saw something in Pellegrino that was really different. It's a different gear, right? Like, he's hungrier than everybody else around him because everybody else around him already got used to this style and this kind of pace. And you throw somebody in there, and it's kind of like, okay, well, is this going to work? Is he a little bit too wound up? Is he a little bit too, like, just ready to go, just a little bit too antsy? And he had opportunities, he had chances. There you see, again, we'll talk about San Diego Wave because, man, like, that's just been the story of San Diego Wave as well as touching the small box and just opportunity after opportunity not going in. And that's where, like, the soccer gods have to be questioned and just looked at. And the thing is, sometimes the ball just doesn't want to go in, and it just does not. It refuses to, almost as if it has a will of its own and decides, no, I am going to stay outside as long as you have San Diego in your name, even if you're the college students playing at Snapdragon Stadium, you are not going to score. That was a 0-0 game too, a couple weeks ago. The ball just doesn't want to go in and work and do its part here for San Diego FC or any San Diego teams as well.
Boys, do you guys think they are reserving Marcus for playoffs? We need a 9.
I think so. That's it. But is that too late though?
I think he was just a bust. He just got injured.
I think it's just an injury season, and this entire season's kind of a wash because if you're saving him for the playoffs, you bring him back now and have him get into form, get into fitness. Like, you don't save Marcus Gvartson as a substitute. Maybe at this point, that's all he can provide, so that's what they're going to try and do. But, like, Marcus Gvartson's just injury season. I don't even think I saw him at SDFC training the other day. Like, it's just one of those injury seasons, honestly, which is unfortunate because he did show some signs of great play. But, like, at this point, you got to worry about the other 9 options, whether it be Corey Berry, Pellegrino, or Tomas Angel.
I mean, I don't know about Tomas Angel at this point. He's been left out of that squad.
He's going to start tomorrow, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
So this is how it's going to go. Cholos versus San Diego FC. There's going to be a set piece. Tomas Angel steps up and is going to score a wonderful goal. Tasty goal. Just excellent against some 16-year-old Mexican kid. And
not what's it called either? Gil Mora, sorry.
No. Why is Gil Mora in goal? I don't know, Abe, in the situation, but you know
it's
what?
It's probably going to be JJ Corona tomorrow.
Maybe actually.
He's the backup goalkeeper.
Dang, I've seen him play a couple times. What an honor. But
we're going to see Joe Corona tomorrow.
You mean SanDiego.Futbol's former great of the week?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
He's probably going to play. We did confirm with Mikey, and we'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we'll throw that up here.
But there are going to be essentially 2 teams tomorrow. There's a team that's going to be training, focusing on the Atlanta game this weekend, and there's a team that's not going to be at training, and their focus is on that match against Cholos.
Yeah, I mean, this Cholos game means nothing. It's outside than just a marketing responsibility and a deal that was made in a casino by Tom Penn and Jorge Cancron
and
Jr.
This game was supposed to be earlier, right?
Earlier in the season, and then you put it here because at this point there was probably nothing going on for San Diego FC because they weren't going to be in the playoff fight. Maybe they were going to get into it, and you kind of like the Alex Morgan retirement jersey game. You just kind of put it somewhere where there's going to be a lull in ticket sales here. But in any case, this is going to be part of a cool tradition. At the end of the day, Tijuana contra San Diego. It's a cross-border thing. We'll get to it, but here let's talk about.
Is it a cross-border thing if San Diego doesn't cross the border? Because that wasn't in any of the announcements. That's what I hope happens. Honestly, San Diego FC has to play a match in Tijuana, then it'll be truly cross-border.
Abe, don't you know MLS clubs don't travel to Mexico?
Yeah, that's true. But it'd be cool, man. Like
it'd be
great. Know how much you help just everything. You make a couple San Diego FC fans that maybe never go to Tijuana, just go experience that. I think it'd be really cool.
Rumor has it they don't go to Mexico, so they don't bring back an itch to bring relegation to MLS.
They don't have relegation right now.
They're going to. They're coming back
in 2027.
I mean, yeah, they should have called the battle at the border, Philippe. As somebody who lives mere streets from the border, that'd be pretty cool.
No, you had one that was really good.
Yeah, the Casino Cup. The Casino Cup. This was a game that was formulated again by Tom Penn, CEO, who was, I guess, tapped on the shoulder by some henchman who was like, "Hey, Jorge Cancron wants to see you." They probably went up to some room and there was like an exotic animal, a bobcat of some sorts, a peacock running amok, and a private table. And on this fateful night, it was decided that there's going to be 3 friendlies with Cholos and SDFC, and that should have been the Casino Cup. And then whoever wins it gets to house the trophy that should have been a casino chip in either Caliente or Sicuan, whoever wins. So
I will say
Casino
I have made more money at Caliente than Siquan.
I've never been to Caliente.
No, remember that time you did commentary for Cholos? Like for the under 18 and under 20?
George, I actually run a little service where I go and take people into TJ safely and back. So I don't really, but I'll keep you safe.
I think there's more stabbings in America than Mexico.
I actually, fun fact, had lived in Mexico, grew up in Mexico, some incredibly,
Gnarly
questionable
stuff.
areas.
Yeah.
I was never in any danger. The only place I've ever been mugged was on Iris Avenue here in San Diego.
There you go.
They didn't take shit from me,
There
but
you go.
it was there.
It is weird when you're crossing the border back. You kind of feel safer on the Mexican side compared to the San Isidro side. Like as soon as you cross the border, like there's no lights everywhere. It's kind of dark. But when you're on the Mexican side, it's all lit up.
Sepia tone. Yeah.
That's not what it is.
You don't go to it's not as bad as people make it seem to be.
But the food is better than people tell you. All right, so we're already here in the 60th minute. San Diego FC still 0-0 against Minnesota FC. The first half, and let me just say the story of this game is the goalkeeper for Minnesota. Dane
St. Clair.
Dane St. Clair. He was an absolute monster in the first half and legitimately
the whole game.
But especially in the first half with the consistency. There were some saves here in the second half too that I think this one was coming up. Yeah, no,
it's that way.
It's incredible what he did and to keep the ball out of his net, and Minnesota owes everything to Dane St. Clair.
But this is a miss, man. Like if you're a striker, you have to bury that.
Get better contact. I can see it.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like I think it's Balakari standing there. He scores that.
To be honest, that's the thing. That's the thing with like big, tall strikers. Like Peter Crouch, it's like
he had a header in the first half too.
It's like a baby horse on a frozen lake. Like,
I don't know. This is the one I was talking about. The header was a great save, but this one's more of a miss.
What do you think, Abe?
Yeah, that's probably closer to a miss for sure. But like, there was so many chances like that he saved too. That like every striker is gonna miss a couple sitters at some point. And like you said, this is just one of those days where absolutely no one in San Diego could find the back of the net. Like it was just weird.
Honors visible frustration as well. You can see it building.
He started taking some poor shots near the end, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. He was just lacing it through. 28 shots in total for SDFC. I believe 11 on target. And it was just a frustrating night altogether. Because San Diego FC, for the most part, as Mikey Ibarra said in the post match, they were the better team. But then, look, this is how Minnesota plays. You fell into their trap. You activated their trap card. Second Yu-Gi-Oh reference today. What they do is they defend well. They don't let you score. Keep the ball. And again, that's been San Diego FC's weakness the whole year. I don't need the ball. You keep the ball, San Diego FC, because we know that you're not going to be able to figure it out when you have all the time in the world. You can only pass it around the block so many times before it's time's up. It's like a fighting game, right? Like Street Fighter. Like you can just stand there and time's up. Like, okay, punch you once, I win. Like, and that's exactly what this was. It was a one punch situation that ended up just being a complete knockout. Shout out Canelo. But it comes down with the set. Dos Santos doing great there. Trying to find this one. Wow.
After
right there.
that play.
This play.
I'm not what goes through on its in.
It's
a great set piece. A great set piece.
But there's no reason why he should be back there by himself.
There is no reason, but it's the design of the play, right? Yeah. You have a great run that you're. Let's see if we can slow it down here. With us, you can see how the defender gets pulled. There's Dreyer in the back, and then who is that? Then La Torre gets pulled all the way into the middle. Nobody touches the ball. It just gets to him.
Guy right there, or even play it back one more time.
I'll say it right here.
a little bit, one more time, a little bit back. I just want to see something.
You just want to see him celebrate? Hey, we did it. I'm trying to see.
Nobody was marking him from the start.
Well, from
Like,
the
it was-
beginning,
from
from
the
the
beginning, it was
beginning,
supposed to be
yeah,
Valakari
from the
and-
moment that the ball gets kicked, nobody's marking him because of the really good run. Creates chaos, bounces in. Luca de la Torres.
Yeah,
La
this
Torre?
is textbook
That's not
like,
yeah.
set piece, in my opinion. Like you have a bunch of people crash towards the front. Everyone tries to get their attention there, and then one guy hides in the back, is standing in the perfect spot to just head it down. Like that was like just completely textbook perfect set piece. Like that's everything that they want. And Valakari, yeah, probably should be marking someone there. Like the ball going through his feet is kind of crazy, but this is what Minnesota does, man. They're so ready for it, and like CJ Dos Santos, rightfully upset, in my opinion. Like someone's,
because-
he's got to be marking someone, and then also just like you've been playing well this entire time, and like Dos Santos has really nothing he can do there.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's rightfully upset, right? There's no reason when a corner is that low that the other team should be getting to it first. Like, there's absolutely no reason. I think, I don't know if people were saying that first goal is more on CJ than that last goal.
No.
I have to disagree. I mean, it's a great header at the end of the day. Like, props to Minnesota. Like, the play worked out, and that's why you practice them. And those bounce shots, Tony, you can attest to that as a goalkeeper. Those are hard stops.
All right, let's blame the old goalkeeper game, huh?
That's a hard stop. In my
That
opinion.
is a full stretch. That is a difficult. That's your again. The technique as a scorer in a corner is to head it down.
Yes, I get it. The
You
play
edit.
before this was the free kick that bounces off his chest. You move on from that. Hey, tranquilo.
Head
güey.
it down.
You move on from that mistake, I guess, but you can't. You never know
Well, you
what's
don't.
gonna happen.
You don't move on because it clearly lived rent free in San Diego FC's mind for the next couple of minutes, because literally as they were dominating the entire game, you can visibly see the frustration here by SDFC.
Where's- oh.
Yeah, but you good, Abe? All right.
Someone's car is. Never mind. Okay, I'm good now.
Okay. All good. Weird shit happens when you're not here either. San Diego FC immediately after the tantrum, which, by the way, yeah, there's a tantrum. Goalkeepers will do tantrums even when it's their fault. Don't worry. That's just the part of the fun. Immediately after.
We have 2 over. Harvey making the run forward. Harvey cuts inside on the left foot. 2-0.
I think the kids call that Bombino got cooked.
Everybody got absolutely mixed up.
Look, defenders are not always going to be winning every standoff against everyone. This is a great freaking goal.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal, right?
It's a great play. It's a great counterattack. It's a great cut in. It's a great shot. This is una jugada futbolera, and it's like written to perfection.
you can argue. I don't know who's going to argue. At this moment, let's see a little bit more energy on defense in transition.
Jeppe was gassed at this
They were
point.
gassed.
McVeigh was gassed at this
Yep,
point.
it was moved back.
Mikey Varas
almost.
took forever to make subs in this game. And quite honestly, Abe, I think we were talking about it. Like, Mikey got a coach that night.
Yeah, like Minnesota's game plan was absolutely perfect. Like, yeah, wear him down, let him come attack you, keep running, and then pick your moments. Wait till the 70th minute. You still have so much energy because you've been sitting back the entire game, and then like it's really hard to be like this perfect in the limited chances you had. Like they had such few chances, and then you take a couple shots right here. Like Minnesota's a dangerous team.
Yeah, there's a reason right now they're second on the West.
How was that not goal of the week? Honestly, because San Diego FC was poor.
And I like the third goal better.
And,
I like
and,
I like
and-
a midfield shot, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it was a really good shot. It was a really good transition play. You know, Minnesota just hit the 1-2 and eventually the 3. Yeah, everybody was absolutely mixed up. There was just scrambling everywhere. Not a good look for San Diego FC in this moment. But again, that's honestly what I expected most of the season to be. Like that game was what I expected at
Mm,
Minnesota
I get what you
United
mean.
versus San Diego FC in September to look like. Not that they were fighting 1-2 in the West, no, but the play style lends itself to these moments. The play style is getting fixed and adjusted. And the thing about it is that you're starting to see teams later in the season who are more comfortable with the wait and see approach. And that's honestly how you win tournaments. Because if you think about it, the way MLS is set up is weird because you can get a supporter shield by winning by getting the most points, being number one in the whole country. Great. But how you win MLS Cup is by entering then into the playoffs, the playoff bracket, which is a tournament. The playoffs is literally, quote unquote, a tournament that decides the season. The season is what you play to be allowed into the tournament. From then on, it's like any other tournament, the Euros, it's like anything. There's a strategy to winning these tournaments. You see it across it in international play. You see it in different ways. They're more defensive. They're more cautious. They're more patient with their defending because they're going to want to go ahead and counterattack. I remember, what was it, a couple Euros ago, not this last one, the one before, when Portugal won the Euros. Portugal cruised the entire way with ties, and then boom, they kept winning in penalties. They kept wearing you down. That's a play style. Minnesota United has that play style. There are other teams that are a little bit more offensive, but are able to just go down and adjust with their play style and say, let's go ahead and tone it down a gear. Let's just wait, be patient, let them run. They'll make the mistakes. We'll get the ball, and then we'll score. We just have to be clinical when we have the chances, and that's what San Diego FC faced against Minnesota United, which is a really, really, really good team.
I mean, you nailed it right there. Like, is there even anything we should follow up with? It's going to be interesting to see what San Diego does to come back.
And
From this
look at that. The ball just isn't going in. Like, this at least hits the post, any other day. Great turn, great technique, but it just wasn't happening. And the Sequan band of the Kumeyaay Nation, you may want to sage this land that once and should still belong to you and the people who originally inhabited this area. But yeah, this needs a cleaning, saging, a something because it's not working over at Snapdragon Stadium.
They did that at the beginning of the season, right?
They did it. Yeah. And hey,
time for another one.
we got, what was it? Where are we? Match day like 20 something. Like that's how long a saging lasts.
Yeah.
All right. We're finding some science out. All right. Then again, San Diego FC tried. They kept coming in, and you even at 2-1, I was like, there's a chance. If they score one,
you predicted.
I had 2-2
draw.
I had 2-2, but
Yeah,
and
33. Santos had to time that well. The added time is presented by Audi. We're going to have a minimum of 5 additional. Long range hit. The goalkeeper's out.
Yeah. I mean, how much you want to say about, maybe again, the tired legs that are happening in midfield to let this ball out, right? You're trying to move forward. Here, you're usually silky smooth with it. You either pass it back, exactly. That pass is a little ahead. Maybe, Guinness, Balacari? Yeah. Should have been a little bit more ready to receive that ball or just receive it and trap it because there was no one near you. He kind of stays there, freezes, doesn't go back and try to retrieve it because he's absolutely exhausted. And then, I mean, just absolutely stunning. Like, they were looking for this. Minnesota was looking for this moment for sure. In the wrestling biz, this is called a receipt. If I hit you too hard, then you're going to give me a receipt back, and you're going to get yours in. So this is exactly what it was, a poetic justice in a lot of ways, babe.
Definitely, yeah. And I remember at the beginning of the season, CJ Santos had one of those saves where he was running back and had to like jump in the air and punch it away. Like that's so rare, and things like this was bound to happen. It's the MLS. If this didn't happen, then like it wouldn't have been the MLS. Like, I think it's hilarious to see because these type of like goals leave MLS circles to more international soccer audiences, and they see this and they're like, "Yep, MLS."
That's what you expect of a nation that calls it soccer.
That's why it's impressive whenever
it's fine to call it soccer, man. I don't get why people hate calling it soccer.
Yeah, it was actually originally called soccer.
I know we're San Diego.
No, you laughed.
Futbol,
No, it was
but-
actually really called soccer first. Association soccer, like it was, yeah, like cero pedo.
Okay.
Oh, dude, get your facts straight, sir. San Diego FC comes back,
Amongst some
tries
criticism from
to whimper,
Canada fans. He's delivered a great performance here as well. The header on target. Now he's
and I guess let it be your captain. You know, the captain always goes down with a ship, and call this the Titanic because that went down south pretty quickly.
Is it weird that the stadium still like does all the pyro and stuff after they scored at this moment?
The pyro startled me. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it because it was pretty sad. Just the atmosphere at
You
that
think
point.
you just start packing early?
Like it was noche.
Like half the stadium had left already by this point.
Yeah, no.
When
it
it went 3-0, a lot of people were walking out of their seats.
Hey, you know what? Let me do a retroactive grade of the week. Those ingress and egress signs to get out of Snapdragon quickly worked marvelously because by this point everybody had already dipped from Snapdragon and everybody was home. And then Yepa scored. So congratulations on having a great system for exiting the stadium in these times. So is this just bad luck?
Jeremiah from Love Island was not bad luck, right? Jeremiah was probably the best dude on Love Island this last season.
You watched that?
Yeah.
Is that a you watch that or that it's what's on the community devices?
Let's watch it. You sit down, you watch, and you're like invested in it, and you're like, oh, I guess.
So
I'll
you
just
watch it. It's
I
okay.
watched
It's
it,
all right.
yeah.
Hey, there's
not
no
ashamed of it.
There's no such thing as
You know
guilty
what?
pleasures. There's just pleasures.
Bachelor in Paradise has been horrible lately, so we had to get a change of something. You know, Dancing with the Stars starts tomorrow.
You really watch these?
And she's gonna wait till Wednesday because I'm gonna be at the SDFC Cholos game. They're gonna wait for me to watch it Wednesday. Season premiere, Dancing with the Stars.
I'm
It's a great show.
baffled. I mean, I like
This show is huge right now, Tony. Like I watched it a
know
couple
Love
times
Island.
just because of how much. Like my sister and my girlfriend are just talking about it all the time, so I'm hearing about it all the time too. So I actually knew that guy too.
Yeah,
It's okay to watch shows like you watch soccer, man.
the
They're both
San Diego
equally dumb.
legend, the guy
I
that
watch
studies
wrestling.
at the club at the bar, wasn't also there. Have you not seen? You don't keep up with TikTok and videos.
No.
This guy went viral.
The only
for
person that
being at
matters
PV Shore
online.
Club,
Okay.
studying while being at the bar and vibing while studying.
Okay. Good on him.
Went viral. They invited him. He was there
The
with
person
Frontera.
recording that should have been the one. I know exactly who you're talking about, actually.
Yeah.
Because that was so odd. I saw it across. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like I didn't understand that actually. But you know what? Now that you explained it, that's pretty millennial.
Juan Mata was there too.
Juan Mata was there.
Manchester
actually,
United legend.
Chelsea
Juan Mata.
legend, Champions League winner with Chelsea in 2012. even though
Premier
he
League
missed
winner with Manchester United.
the Champions League.
You want to hear something funny that happened, Chiva, with Tony and Juan Mata?
What happened with Tony and Juan Mata?
That's all.
Tony has a picture with Juan Mata.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I don't know if you code switch very much, Chiva, but Tony was caught doing
did not.
Yes,
I rebuke. You are wrong.
Please
You
explain.
I made a Juan Mata video on there. Could you airdrop it or
I can
get it ready?
share it.
So
Yeah.
we're doing the post game press conference. We talked to Yepe. We talked to it was Luca, right? Yeah, we talked to Luca. We talked to Yepe,
Yeah.
and then we talked to Mikey. It's good conversations. Then they ask like, "Oh, we saw Juan Mata here. Can we talk to him?" And then PR person goes back, finds him. Yeah, sure. Okay. Wait a little while. We talked to Juan Mata. Tony asked a couple good questions. He talks about why he wanted to invest in San Diego FC. He talks a little bit in Spanish and stuff. Finishes the press conference. I'm sure we'll show a little bit here. Tony Do you want to let him talk first and then say what you
Yeah,
did?
let's hear because again we'll hear from head coach Mikey Varas here in a bit and from Luca de la Torre as well. But this is the owner of a part owner investor of San Diego FC, which you will notice is a phone recording because the camera died because we weren't expecting him.
Tony was not great on the camera this weekend.
As happens when you take a sick day.
Yeah, actually.
The way they develop kids, not only thinking about how good they are as players, but also first and foremost as human beings. I think that's something that is missed in the industry of football, and Right to Dream is doing a fantastic job. So I got to know them many years ago through also our movement Common Goal, which we are trying to have positive impact in so many people's lives in the sport that we love. And I just thought it was a natural connection between how I see football on and off the pitch and Right to Dream. So for me to be here today is really nice. It's my first game. I'm sorry I brought a bit of bad luck, but it's nice to see how the team is playing, how they normally always deserve to win the games, playing attacking football, trying to never compromise the idea. So I feel proud to be part of this project, and I'm looking forward to be even more involved in the future.
And then what do you think about that MLS style of football, the product that you see here in North America, maybe compared to what you see in Europe? What are your thoughts on MLS here?
I think it has grown so much over the last 10, 15 years, and we are seeing higher standards, higher level of the performances of the teams. And I think the sport is growing so much in the country. We have, of course, one of the best players in history with Messi in the league, and also with franchises like SanDiego, which are bringing value to the league. The Club World Cup was here, the World Cup is coming. I think it's a great time to be here in terms of football, about soccer. And so that's why I think this project with SanDiego is very good now, but it can only get better for the future.
That was Juan Mata, guys.
That was Juan Mata.
Juan Mata, guest, two-time guest on SanDiego.Futbol's Two Balls and a Mic. Hey, you talk about franchises and sports taking ownership and responsibility for losses. You heard it there from Juan Mata himself. He brought the bad luck, and he apologizes to the people of San Diego for being the reason why.
Juan Mata's fault.
It was Juan Mata's fault. And now that he's gone, maybe he took it with him because, again, I'm still pretty crazy. Tony Chivas and Abe, could San Diego FC give European team competition a competitive match? Technically, FC Northland is a European team, so that'd be a pretty. That's actually a friendly I want to see. Give me 2-3 years from now, once San Diego FC established and stuff, and start giving me FC Northland, San Diego FC friendlies. I'd like to see how that pans out.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Anyway,
like, for all the Danish guys too, like in Denmark, like they should go do a Europe. I know the European teams come to America for their pieces, and maybe San Diego FC should go to Europe.
Yeah, go train in the snow for a little bit because there's no snow here, right? Like, go do a rocky training montage with your entire team out there. That'd be dope. Yeah. It's literally under 20 team, and guess what? There's some of the best prospects and youngest team. Anyway, Juan Mata ended his talkity talk right there, and he said, "Thank you." I said, "Hey, thank you for all the great memories in my FIFA Ultimate Team. I had you in FIFA 14 as actually, it's right. Not that one at all. I had you as a right mid in Chelsea Team of the Week. You scored some bangers for me. You also, sorry for you missing the 2012 Champions League final penalty against Bayern Munich, but you were the assists for Didier Drogba to tie it. So thank you for that. No, I didn't say that.
Last time you talked to Juan Mata was last year.
Oh yeah, that was. Look at that. That was Juan Mata. So we go back.
Yeah.
But anyways, after the press conference, he's like, "Okay, thank you guys." Tony, out of nowhere, just goes "gracias" because he'd been talking in Spanish, and obviously Juan Mata has a different accent. So Tony, out of nowhere, just pulls out the "gracias."
Gracias. Enhorabuena.
out of nowhere. I was just like, I was so taken aback by it because like Emord has sometimes he can talk a little bit like that because he lived in Spain.
No, he doesn't
Janhane is
get
from
that.
Colombia, so she
Yes.
has a different accent.
She
But
gets
Tony
pass.
straight up like completely forgot his Mexican side. Just went gracias.
Gracias. Oye, gracias. Gracias, señor Mata. Enhorabuena.
Y te vio y te
Provecho.
dijo, este hombre.
Este hombre queréis algo bueno. No, actually, a shout out to Coque Vegas to Juan Mata by Emor Villa. Emor was asking him, like the only Spanish goalkeeper that's ever been in this is Coque Vegas. Do you ever see like
In San Diego.
just in MLS or in the United
Yeah.
States? So shout out to Coque Vegas, I guess. Yeah, no, it was the Mike. It was the Mike Tyson lift. Just kind of possessed me.
Broke my back.
What's going on in this episode?
Yeah, I agree.
Final.
You doubled down. All right, let's hear from after this disgusting.
By the way, everyone got the prediction wrong for this.
Everybody got the prediction wrong. We're fine. Luca La Torre, he's good to the point, succinct. Tell us what happened.
Answer in English first, and we'll have my Spanish at the end. If you want to start again, please.
Thank you for your time, Luca. Could you just take me through a difficult match, generating 28 shots for your side, but not ending up on the winning side? Could you take me through this match and the difficulties in breaking down this team defensively?
Yeah, obviously in the first half, I think we played really well. Created more, we're on top of them the whole time. At the end of the day, it came down just to the details in the boxes. But for us, we continue to believe in the way that we play, and we generate more XG. We just need to be a little bit better in those moments.
And there's a sharp contrast in victories away from Snapdragon as it is from home. Is there any difference in playing away with this team than it is here at home? And what can you say to the people who are just looking at the result and saying, well, it's not happening here at home, but it is away?
Just to stick with us. I believe in this group, I believe in the players, and the results are going to come like they have come today.
Any other English questions?
Hey Luca, thank you for the time. Could you speak a little bit to, is there a lot of frustration in the locker room after a match like this where you feel like you perform really well and are dominant but aren't able to get the result?
Yeah, a huge amount of frustration. We want to win. We play the way that we play because we believe it gives us a better chance of winning. And when we're not able to finish the chances, it really hurts.
How do you maintain the mentality of trying to play that you guys want to play, even though you're not getting that result?
It's just to keep on focusing on the details, to take the positives, and to try to extend that first half performance to 90 minutes.
Abe, good job pressing. That was a full-on press. I see you're working yourselves out. I'm gonna give you praise out here. You let me know when you're ready to go. Pressing, like, hey, no, like you're frustrated. How are you gonna deal with this? How are you gonna work this out? And Luca kind of defaults back to to the Mikey Vada isms of just we're gonna focus on ourselves and our play style. And Abe, what was that about?
I think this just came from because I asked the frustration question because I asked the same question to Kira Carusa the night before because I thought that was interesting because like Wave's performance was a lot worse than San Diego's FC's, but like it's kind of a similar thing. It's like you're playing well, you're doing exactly what you want to do. Are you frustrated? And he's like, yeah, we're frustrated, but we're going to keep at it. And like at a certain point, you got to ask, it's like, are you going to change anything? And I think both teams would say no, they're not going to change anything, and that's commendable. Probably, I think. I go back and forth on it.
You asked that.
What do you guys think? Like, usually it's pretty commendable. Like, you gotta trust, especially if you're playing this like Moneyball style. You gotta trust exactly how you play.
You live by it and you die by it, and I think that's where the consistency aspect has been. True for SDFC, where fortunately for Mikey and company, they've been able to have good results to back up that playing style, and they don't have to excuse the playing style as often as they get to praise it because they're doing so well, right? If this team was battling or just in the bottom and fighting against Houston, and which is still fighting again for playoffs, and Portland, and just those teams that are kind of in that will they won't they finish 8, 9, 7 in the West, then I think those questions are going to be asked a little bit more, and the answer is what you got, Abe, is the Mikey Varasism of we're going to focus on our play style. We got to really look inwards, and I will worry about ourselves.
I feel like we only talk to Luca de la Torre when they lose, unfortunately. Is that just me? Like he's always kind of short and just like, yep.
I think if he scored a hat trick, he'd answer it the same way.
I think it's interesting looking at the table that on the East there's already 4 teams that are eliminated, including Atlanta, who SanDiego FC face next for
not
next
playing
weekend.
well.
And on the West, everyone still mathematically has a chance. Even LA Galaxy, they're I think 15 points, 14 points behind San Jose, and with the games they have left, if they win out, they still technically have a shot. I think next week we'll officially start seeing more teams eliminated on the West, but I just thought that a little bit interesting.
Yeah, no, that's that's where the West is. It's a little bit more competitive this year for SanDiego FC's first year. The West seems to be where it's at. You have really good teams. You got teams that are not really fulfilled their full potential. Also, shout out, give it to our buddy Esteban. Glad to see your face has made a recovery.
It's Brandon, not Esteban.
Excuse me, Brandon.
Come on.
Brandon. Sorry. They're buddies. You know why? That's why. He was the goalkeeper. Brandon was getting scored on by Luca de la Torre. But yeah, check out his content here on his channel, Brandon.ELSD.
Check out Baller Crew. Wow.
Check out Baller Crew. Check out everything that the boys are doing. And he's actually he's like, Philip over here says, I have a fact that I can predict all the answers of SDFC interviews. Tells me that they all bought into the right to dream philosophy. Yeah, that's the media training, and that's what it is. Now, if you really want to get good at post-match interviews, follow Two Balls in the Mic for this type of content. This is the games that we play. The 3 of us play during any single match. Who are they going to give us? It's a little bit more interesting for Wave sometimes because it's like whoever gets the least amount of play time or has the most
irrelevant player
for that match. Hey, well, they'll throw her out there. Hey, the team lost 6-0. Throw Kristen McNabb out there. It was Savannah McCaskill. Throw Savannah McCaskill and the old McCaskill-McNabb combo. The McCombo out there for post-match. But for SDFC is maybe Luca.
It's interesting. Sometimes they even ask us, is there anyone else or who would you guys want to hear from tonight?
I probably would have asked for Pellegrino.
Yeah.
Because I think his perspective on joining the team would have been interesting. Everyone else probably would have given the same answer as Luca.
Pellegrino,
but you wouldn't have a
talk to us about the competition on the number 9 spot. What a competition.
Dang. Or it's number 90, so there's a 9 in there.
Yeah. Angel also has a 9.
Dang, Brandon's going to be at the ATL game.
Ooh.
What do you mean? Ooh.
No, like, ooh, cool.
Oh, okay. I thought you were oohing.
Atlanta United has among the best atmospheres in MLS.
Even when they suck and are officially eliminated from playoff contention. Atlanta United this weekend was losing 5-0 against Columbus Crew and then managed to almost come back and lost the game 5-4. So
they got life.
Yeah, they got excited for a little bit. SanDiego FC is playing 2 games this week. They're playing tomorrow against Cholos de Tijuana.
The Baja Cup.
And it's going to be, I'm sorry to tell you guys, it's going to be rotational players. Chucky's not going to be there. Dreyer's not going to be there. It'll be interesting if maybe part of that partnership is like, oh, Chucky has to play or something like that. I doubt it. Mikey did let us know today that it's going to be two different squads. One's going to be a training focusing for the game. One's going to be focusing on the Cholos game. He pretty much said that most importantly is training with that squad over this game.
Let's hear Mikey Varas as he previews the Baja Cup.
Could you just talk me through the process in preparing for this game, an exhibition while in second place for Supporters League and everything going on with the league itself? How is this beneficial moving forward for the league?
Wait, hold on, Mike. I think your computer.
But yeah, our goal is to set intentions for this week in terms of having to bounce back performance away to Atlanta, and then of course we have to prepare the Cholos game in between that. So we've talked about how it's important that everybody's on the same page in terms of what's happening this week, because it's going to be a bit of a double mission, right? And so today was about getting some guys recovered while also preparing the Cholos game. Tomorrow is there will be a group of players that play the Cholos game, while another group of players has training and starts to prepare the Atlanta game. And then it's about resetting after both of those things, and coming in on Thursday, reuniting the group fully, and getting 2 really sharp days of preparation going into Atlanta. So taking all those things into equation and recognizing how important Tuesday is in terms of making our squad bigger and giving some guys some playing time, while also making sure that we're taking the steps necessary to get ready for Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike Guivaras.
Oh, where's Abe?
We also got to ask in Spanish, just, what this type of game means. And I did ask him about his thoughts on Gilberto Mora, just because I was curious. This team is all about playing the youth and, giving those players opportunities. And really one of the main clubs that's doing that this season is Cholos, with Gil Mora being probably their best player.
So do you think for the first time ever, 2 former SanDiego.Futbol greats of the week can be playing against each other for the first time ever, with Duran Free and Joe Corona?
I think that's a strong possibility.
Wow. What an absolute I think that's why he's stayed at Cholos. It's just for the honor to say, hey, 2 at Snapdragon? Dang. The last time those 2 were in a match together was against Borussia Dortmund. SanDiego Loyal versus Borussia Dortmund.
We're going to need to see a picture of them together after the game.
Gracias.
2 San Diego Loyal legends playing at Snapdragon Stadium.
Once again, in front of a handful more people. But yeah, that's Mikey Varas previewing. There wasn't any player previews. It was just Mikey Varas for availability for this match upcoming. But with that, we can just say that, look, it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. I hope it's a healthy rivalry. I think you have a little bit of insight because, again,
I was asked not to share that insight live.
Really?
I was asked. That was the one
your
favor.
Source?
That was the one favor to get any type of info, was asked to please don't share.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot believe for the first time.
Yeah.
We have a scoop,
and I'm gonna honor it.
And you're gonna, I mean, not for the first time we're gonna honor it. We always honor it, but for the first time, you're just gonna. I heard something cool when somebody compliments you, and I don't like compliments. Compliment me. Go.
Hey, you look handsome today.
Oh man, I wasn't fishing for that compliment, but I'll reel it in. This is stupid. Anyway, SanDiego FC again. They are in the playoffs. What more do you want?
I saw a comment saying nobody got injured for this match either.
Correct.
I am curious because Mikey said, "Oh, we're gonna regroup on Thursday." It does say right here that they're gonna train Wednesday. Maybe those players that play the game will kind of have day off the day after. I don't know. But it looks like they'll still have Wednesday, Thursday to regroup, and then Friday they're gonna train in Atlanta, so they'll get to also practice before that game on Saturday. So.
That's a shame.
Currently, they're still sitting in first place on the West. They're 1 point behind Philadelphia Union because they lost 7-0 against Vancouver. The downside is Vancouver and Minnesota now kind of catch up on points, and Vancouver has 2 games in hand, and you're only 4 points ahead of them. So technically speaking, Vancouver can surpass SanDiego FC for that spot right now.
And talk about an absolute dog walking. Vancouver dog walked all over Philadelphia. 7-0. Incredible scenes out there. Thomas Mueller, a hat trick
on his birthday.
On his birthday, Thomas Mueller's pretty good. Still couldn't beat Juan Mata.
I mean, two of them
in the
were
2012
penalties.
Champions League.
Two of them were penalties.
So excuse me?
Or were all three penalties?
Excuse me?
I watched the
Alex
first
Morgan's number got retired temporarily. Only when Wave is playing because they take the banner off, by the way. If you guys were playing and catching up, they retired a jersey temporarily only when that team is playing because the stadium / SDFC, we're finding out who, just has it removed. Or Wave just removes it on their own because it's in a very unseen part of the stadium where they hang the trapo.
But yeah, so I mean, not much to expect for the game tomorrow. Is going to be rotational players. I would be surprised if we see even like Chucky or Dreyer and anywhere on that team against Cholos. And I can expect the same from Tijuana, right? Like they're not going to bring Hirving. They're not going to maybe on the bench, but it'd be really cool. Not going to lie. Shout out Joe Corona. Joined on Instagram.
Just joined on Instagram. Shout out Joe, former SanDiego.
See you tomorrow, pal.
He saw. Oh man, SanDiego.Futbol is great of the week. Oh man,
he's like, they're still on that. But I will be honest. It'd be really cool if Gil Mora's on the bench and somehow he does get some minutes.
Yeah,
tomorrow that would be so cool to watch. But then on Saturday play Atlanta United. Abe is off right now because he is doing an errand. But he will let us know what his prediction is. Tony, what is your prediction for the Atlanta game? I wrote mine in already.
See, this is where SanDiego.FC has done very well too. Is that whenever they get their shit kicked, is that they are actually really good at recovering and bouncing back. What better than a bounce back game? What better than a bounce back game than to have hit against a pitiful team that's already not pitiful, but just non-playoff contender. 3-1 SanDiego.FC. What'd you pick?
A put 2-0. I put 3-0 San Diego.
Okay, so
I think we're all like on the same.
Okay, so SanDiego.FC wins.
I can see Atlanta getting on the score. I mean, they have Miguel Almiron back this season. He's always a dangerous player. But I think San Diego comes back. I think they break the record for most consecutive away wins in MLS, or tied for like the record with this one, making it 9, I believe.
They can also still tie and or equal LAFC's most points accumulated by an inaugural team this season.
Yeah,
so they're still.
I think this team is a team that likes to break records. So I can see them continuing that, and then Atlanta's not the strongest team. This could also just be a trap game for SanDiego.FC, and they potentially lose to Atlanta. But I like to think we hardly see SanDiego.FC have back-to-back awful games. Last time we saw them have like consecutive awful performances, where it was on that like 3-game losing streak early in the season.
Yeah.
So I think we all agree that they're due for a bounce back right now.
All right. So looking at the comment here, actually by the Real Swinging Friar, will it be shown, streamed, or televised? I don't believe so. Looking at the Media Blast, Baca Cup, Snapdragon Stadium, SanDiego.FC English Radio will have Adrian Garcia Marquez play-by-play along with Darren Smith, as they have been doing great all year, along with the Spanish radio TUDN 1700, Ricardo Poni and Brandon Ambris, who also have been doing a great job, along with Amor Villa. Here locally, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any sort of stream, which is a missed opportunity. Like, legitimately, if they asked us, we can bring our San Diego Inter UPSL setup and stream it. And
I will say Brandon and Pony usually end up posting this also on their YouTube. They've done it before where they kind of stream.
So check out
the game.
Check out TUDN. Not too many people because I don't want them to get canceled. But check out their stream. That's a TUDN Pony Jimenez, Pony Jimenez. I spelled the easy part out. And Brandon Ambris. That's the voices that you hear on the goal celebration. Goal for SDFC. That's them. Corey Baird needs to start. We'll see if Baird makes an appearance. We'll see if Tomas Angel makes an appearance. But that's part one of the curse of the dragon that needs to be snapped in Mission Valley. Some good positivity here. 3-1 SDFC. What about tomorrow? Should we do anything tomorrow? Just for tomorrow's game? Anything special? An extra point? Bonus point?
I mean, I'm always down for extra points, but you guys didn't want to do it for Leagues Cup.
Leagues Cup is different. That's a whole tournament. This is just like a one-off.
This is a friendly.
Is it a friendly?
We didn't do anything for America.
Abe is shaking his head.
But
Says
this is
no.
the Baja Cup.
This is the Baja Cup.
Abe is saying no. It has to be unanimous, and doesn't. It's gonna be.
What about a side bet?
Like what?
Chat. What should the side bet be?
What do you want to bet 2 points?
Like, oh, we're like putting
you and me.
We're like
You
putting
wanna
on the
bet 2
line
points?
points. We're gambling our points
Yeah,
now.
I think you like that.
Because
Abe,
again,
do you wanna join in on this? I know you're a gambling freak, Abe.
While you were,
You want in on this? Abe?
he's putting himself in there.
I'm not a gambling freak. I will not be betting on this game at all. There's so much variance and things that could happen. It would be insane to bet on this game. But I do think you could do something like, oh, if you, that's true, actually. But no.
Get a gambling freak.
You're a gambling freak, man. All right.
No,
Anyways, yeah, you. How much did you win at Caliente?
What was it, like $300-400?
One of the greatest adventures in Two Balls in Mike history was when I was asked to do commentary in Caliente Stadium, like in the actual booth in the stadium for a under 20 and under 17 game.
And the thing is, I went with Tony
He went with
early
me.
because we were credentialed to cover that Cholos game at night.
Mhm.
So we made a whole day out of it. And while Tony's doing commentary for the under 20 and under 18, which by the way, it's the best story probably Tony can talk about, because the other person doing commentary with him was late because they went to get Carl's Jr. right before that game.
And then they started the second game and they were like, the guy in the booth, the actual stadium, like I'm looking at the Caliente Stadium in the actual booth doing commentary alone. The game's about to start and I'm freaking out. I'm like, where are these guys? And then I hear a knock on the glass next to me. It's the camera guys going like, starts counting me down 5, 4, and I'm like, oh no. Put the cans on. I'm just like, hola, ¿qué tal?
I was in there with him and I was like, do you want me to jump in? Do I help you with it? And he's like he laser focused, started looking up players' names. While all this was happening, I said, okay, I te guacho. I'm going to go to the casino, and came back and said, "Wey, gané como $400."
Yeah, it was a Bengals Raiders playoff game that we ended
Yeah,
up
it
watching
was.
on what ended up being the second largest screen in Latin America at Cholos Caliente.
Was that Rams Super Bowl win here?
Probably.
So, yeah.
Anyways, what if we bet like, oh, you have to walk this many miles with Chiva?
Okay,
For
I like that. With Chiva. Yep.
With the loser. What?
With Chiva.
I still have a chance. I'm 2 points behind. I like this whole betting points.
Because here's the thing.
I'm
You
gonna
can bet points if you
By
want.
the way, whoever loses this more than likely will have a fire truck.
So we actually our buddy Trevor, in this walk, in this stroll, we were strolling.
Hey,
we
don't want to put them on blast.
If things comes out and materializes, some really cool things will happen as one of us walks through the city of Chula Vista.
Yeah, we haven't decided if it's going to be at the end of this season, the beginning of next season. Probably leaning
decided.
towards beginning of next season, right?
It was decided. You had your stick and you were running.
Yeah, you were literally
You were, like,
running on a walk.
and you're like,
Do
do you
you
even care about veterans, bro?
Yeah.
You were running.
But well, A was off doing that with the stick. We decided
He was disgusted by that comment. I'm sorry, Abe.
we decided that it's gonna be the home opener next season.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I got a 5 against a 7.
Yeah.
It
15. Bust.
I mean, it's a loser
I had
situation.
a 10. I would have gotten 21. Anyway,
3-2 Cholos. That's my prediction.
3-2 Cholos wins tomorrow. All right, SanDiego
I will
FC
bet 1
Cholos.
mile with you, Chiva.
Wait, so
I raced you 5 miles. I raced you 18 miles. How about that?
Yeah,
No.
actually.
No, I'll just if I'm wrong, I'll do a mile with you.
With who? Who are you talking to?
With you, because you're gonna lose.
Damn.
Guys,
With the loser, in case it happens to be Tony.
Actually, I kind of want to. I have to play this smart now.
Have I
I
clinched?
have to change my prediction.
No, it's solid. It's
No,
locked in.
we said we can change it during the episode.
Locked
You can
in.
change it during the episode.
So
Am I
that's
locked
cool.
into not having to walk?
2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, technically, Tony and I can still catch up. We just have to win out and win. But the thing is, if we all have a win and they do win, everyone gets a point still.
How
I
about
think I need to
this?
predict. I think I need to change it to a draw.
You can change it to a draw if you want to play the math game, but then again, now again, the 1-800-GAMBLER guys, that's the phone number if you
Yeah.
need help. Chiva, 1-800-GAMBLER, 988. Take your poison at this point. But either way, I think we should bet a city. Like, I'll bet you the city of National City, and I'll follow you in National City. And then you can bet, I don't know.
Chula Vista's bigger.
It is. So, and yeah, neighborhoods. We'll bet neighborhoods. We'll come back. Well, we won't come back to this tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, I'll bet Chula Vista. I'll walk in Chula Vista with you if you lose.
Okay.
Abe,
We'll walk
you want
together.
to bet a city?
Can I bet Nestor?
Nestor? Wow.
Wow.
Smart play.
That's
Smart. Excellent. 200 IQ. All right. Chiva says the galaxy of 2 balls. Pick 'em. Damn. That's
not that bad.
Fuck.
Guys, I mean, let me share this.
If National City, you stop by Jollibee. We stop by Tita's. Tita's Kitchen. If you know, you know.
Kitchenette.
Fuck. You're right.
Yeah.
We have bar graphs now for this.
I'm
So
only 2 points behind Tony. Like, I don't know why people are saying like, "Oh, you suck at this." And by the way, if I suck at this, because I believe in San Diego and pick 'em for most of my pick'ems.
yeah, well, it's not about rooting for San Diego. It's not just about being a homer, bro. It's about knowing ball.
Oh.
Clearly, I know ball.
You're 2 points ahead. It's not like, oh, significant lead. And there's still 4 games left. There's still 8 points for grabs.
Salamat po, Philippe.
Just saying.
But yeah, it'll be a good time either way. Tomorrow, hopefully, there's more wrestling. We missed the wrestling. I would love to commentate.
I missed everything. Don't get sick.
I missed you.
Thank you.
Anything else for San Diego FC boys as we follow them into tomorrow's exhibition match?
That's the end of the show.